Hey y'all, welcome back to Liam's Tips and Tricks. Tonight we're going to go over this new, the most recent update with the Den of Greed, and the event that's a part of it. Like I said in the title, it's going to be the good, bad, and the ugly of this particular update, because there are definitely some things with this update and this event that I do not personally agree with. As you all know, I do tend to be more positive and more empowering to try and just help y'all get the most out of the game. But to be frank, with some of this update, I'm really struggling to find a positive view, especially with this new event, but we'll get into that in a second. The good thing is that, as promised, Nexon did reverse the gem costs for the skill levels. So, taking your skills from level 61 to 80, once again, just costs skill points and gold as opposed to gems. Of course, in the higher levels, the gold cost does get pretty severe. I made a chart of it, level by level, just to show y'all how much it costs as far as SP and gold from 61 all the way through 80. I'm going to go ahead and post that here. If that chart went by too fast, go ahead and back up the video and pause it. The grand totals for taking any particular skill from level 61 all the way to level 80, it'll take you 5,937 SP, which isn't horrible. SP is not too difficult to get nowadays. What's going to be a little bit more costly is that it does take 9 million gold total to get from 61 to 80, so you're looking at quite a bit of gold to max out your skills. If you're going to go ahead and do that, I would definitely suggest maxing out the skills that you use for PvP first, for like GBG. Those are my preferences for the Zerker. Let's see, and they did, of course, also give us a new costume slot here. So now we have access to wings, which are actually pretty cool. I do like the effects. The wings give you increased attack, like several of the other costume pieces, but also give a movement speed bonus, which is pretty cool. Let's see, and also in the chests area, they have finally added costume Deco chests. For the longest time, Deco was kind of the hardest pieces to get because they weren't available in the regular costume chests. So you were pretty much stuck either crafting them yourself, or if they popped up in the little 7-day events or in the server events. And they have also increased the raids. So now we have access to 16, 17, and 18. These three are good for like the end game, for those who have grown quite a bit of power and just want something more challenging. Well, there you go. There's 3 new raids available. They have also increased refining level from a maximum of level 5, plus 5, up to plus 10. I personally am nowhere near getting anything even close to plus 5, but also personally I would prefer to wait until I have gear that I want to keep around, because doing the refining transfers doesn't work from, say, S to S plus. Like if you have an S gear that's refined and you want to move it to an S plus gear, unfortunately, last I checked, it doesn't allow you to do that. So me personally, for refining, I'm just going to go ahead and wait until I get, plus gear, maybe. So, and it does, I'm certain it will take a lot of materials in order to get up there to plus 10. So it may be a while before you see any people running around the plus 10. Let's see, and of course they did also give us a new 7-day event, 7-day login event. Some decent stuff here. Once again, as I've said multiple times, you have access to all 4 of your characters. Go ahead and just log them in just for the special login rewards at least, and they give us 500 gems at the end. People were complaining quite a bit about the gems because, well, obviously we don't feel that we get enough. But in my opinion, the gems aren't really all that. Because, I mean, even with the costume chest, it does take 3,000 to get 10. So, I mean, your gems go fast if you use them. So they're definitely something that's best saved for the long term and then buying in bulk when you're ready to go. Okay, so there has been a crafting update. We have some new items that we can craft. They have done away with the old chests, and now they just have straight craft a rank A piece, which, to be honest, in my opinion, is not worth it at all. By the time you get these materials, you're already going to have rank A equipment. So, the only thing that you would ever really use these for, by the time you can actually craft them, most likely, is just to enhance other gear. Or go for fuses. That's about it. And me personally, I wouldn't even suggest fusing A's. Like, B's are pretty much still the way to go. Because even if you craft regular B's, you still have a chance of receiving an A++ in return, which is the goal. The other things that they did release, though, are you have the option of regular gear or PvP gear for all of them. And the only problem with this, in my opinion, is even though it does give you a chance of getting A to A++, this is the crafting material for it. The destroyed Telzahad mace is only available in the new Den of Greed. And like the weapon, for instance, takes 185, and that's a lot. You basically get 3 per day as a daily bonus reward. And that's only if you're able to get into the Den of Greed. Let's go ahead and hit the event. I'm going to do the parts that are actually conceivably completable. Okay, first section is that we're going to go over is the fight for the top. It's giving a lot of polishes, which is really nice, especially considering that a lot of people are going to be trying to fuse in order to try and get that plus gear. So, and you'll need lots of polishes, lots of gear to be able to get it. The maximum points is 15,000 for this particular event, and it'll give you 5 rank A polishes. It does give you quite a lot of polishes throughout the course of the event. That's cool. As far as scoring goes, now keep in mind these are win or loss. Doesn't matter if you win, doesn't matter if you lose. It's just extra points. So 10 points for doing a duel, 20 points for a ranked match, 30 points for team PvP, 40 points for doing any of the camp battles. Now, as far as totals, if you actually want to finish out this event and max it out, which obviously I'm personally not doing this time around, it would take, if you do 20 duels a day, which is your max, 20 team PvP matches, which is also your max, 5 ranked matches, and 5 camp battle matches, that just all of those in one day would give you 1,100 points. So if you did that every day, it would take you 14 days to be able to max out the event. What you can do is you do the max duels, max team PvP, do 5 ranked matches in the morning, 5 ranked matches at night, and then 5 camp battles in the morning and 5 camp battles at night, and that would give you a total of 1,400 points per day, and you can finish out this event in 11 days. But obviously that would take a lot of time. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that's going to take a lot of time. So, not terribly conducive to casual play. For the My Unique Style, me, myself, I don't really prefer events like this with the style, because I personally don't care. If it doesn't give me stats, then I don't really put that much time and effort into it. This event does give us essence chests, which is a nice bonus. Let's see, and in order to complete this, you get 10 points for dyeing an item, 100 points for an extraction, 300 points for customizing. The max tier is 4,500 points. So just to break that down real quick, you can max it out by dyeing 450 items if you wanted to, and it takes a minimum of 2 dye tickets for certain items. So like absolute minimum, if you just want to bust out this event, you could get 900 dyeing tickets, and it would be a little tedious, but you could basically press the button 450 times to dye whatever piece and max it out. If you don't have the dye tickets, you can actually get more in the store, in the shop, for you get 100 dye tickets for 800 gems. So even if you had 0 dye tickets at the very beginning and wanted to just bust out this event, you could go to the shop, buy 900 tickets, and it would take you 7,200 gems to finish. Or you could do 45 extractions. If you had 45 pieces of gear you felt like extracting to your wardrobe. Let's see, and there's no limit, but it does get kind of pricey. Once again, it takes 300 gems per extraction, so if you did 45 extractions, you're looking at 13,500 gems, which is a pretty hefty price. And finally, you can do, the other quick one is 15 customizations, but once again, it costs 1,000 gems per customization ticket. So that would be 15,000 gems if you wanted to do that. But obviously, nobody wants to customize their character 15 different times, I don't think. At least not within 2 weeks. I would hope. Anyway, I'll leave that up to y'all. And obviously, any mix of any of those items to get to that point value will max it out. Although, at absolute best, if you do max this event out, get all those essence chests, and open every single one of them, you would get a total of 4,460, absolute minimum, to 6,450 essences at maximum. So you're probably going to get somewhere in the ballpark of 5,500 or so, if you open them all on one character. Now, while 5,500 essences does sound like a lot, it kind of depends on what level your essences are at. Like, for instance, I'm at 255 here on Urdog. Considering the costs, the essence costs per level, even if I maxed out that event and got all those chests and opened them all for him, that would give me, at least, it would give me 3 levels, anywhere from 3 to 4 levels of one particular stat, which is, to be honest, nothing really to write home about. If you're in the 200 essence range, then it would give you anywhere from 7 to 10 levels total. Let's go ahead and hit it. This is the portion of the event and the update that I really personally do not agree with. We're going to go ahead and go over Den of Greed right now. They have added a new immortal raid, the Den of Greed. Minimum power entry is 5.7 million. 6.8 for hard, 8.1 million for very hard, or 9.5 million for the hell, the highest tier. I totally get having extra endgame content for those players who have contributed to the development of the game, purchasing packs, etc. You have to have some kind of endgame content, or the folks who are at the highest tiers will get, understandably bored if they don't have anything new to do. So I totally get adding endgame content. So I don't have anything negative to say about the Den of Greed itself. I think it's a you know, it's going to be a difficult new area. Definitely a challenge in the future. Obviously, I'm not in a position to be able to enter it right now, and that's fine. I don't expect to be able to hit the biggest, highest tiers of everything in the game, since I am a free player. So I just look forward to endgame stuff in the future once I actually get there. But my issue with it is this: they have centered this new event on the Den of Greed, and even at absolute minimum, you have to have 3 million power in order just to be able to open it. And to be frank, at 3 million power, you're not going to get anything out of the event, or not very much at all. And honestly, with the point values, I mean, these are all great, these refining stones. That's perfect for, I mean, that's what we need in order to take advantage of the new refining increase. But to be honest, these highest tiers, the 9,000 points in order to get the highest tier, I truly don't believe that anybody playing the game currently is going to be able to hit 9,000 points. I mean, not without some serious work and teamwork with people who are in a similar very high power range. The reason it says 3 million power as your start is because you can basically participate in this event if you do the very hard Immortal Battlefield or the Hell Immortal Battlefield. It takes 3 million power to minimum to get in. But to give you an idea of how, in my opinion, absurd 9,000 points is, even if every single run that you have available is maxed out for points, it would be clear the Hell Den of Greed, and to do it without being forced out of the ring, with a resurrection, and after escaping one more traps. So that, and if you do all of that, that would be 140 points per run, and even at that maximum of 140 points per run, you're looking at doing literally 65 times in order to max out this event. 65 times. That would be 5 runs per day for 13 days. And that's absolute maximum points. Most efficient. And just to give you an idea here, in order just to get into the Hell Den of Greed, once again, you have to have 9.5 million power just to get in. And just because you just got in does not mean it's going to be really easy to finish at that minimum power level. It's going to be extremely difficult. And let's go back to this real quick. It would take you 90 times of doing the very hard and getting all of those bonuses. So you're looking at 18 days if you were only able to do 5 runs a day. Even if you do the normal Den of Greed and you have all of the bonuses, you would have to do it 129 times in order to max out this event. So obviously those numbers are, in my opinion, that's just completely absurd. The reason I think this was a bad idea is because it excludes literally 99% of the players on the game. I mean, 5.7 million minimum does wipe out, I'm still going to say, over 95% of the active accounts. It's really close to 99. So, in my opinion, what they should have done is release the Den of Greed, don't center an event around it immediately, because it excludes too many of your existing players. Events are things, in my opinion, that players should be able to engage in. The majority of the players should be able to participate in an event. Having an event like this where it excludes literally 99% of the players, I personally believe that's a very poor decision on Nexon's part. They could have released the content first, give the higher power players something new to do, and then wait 2 weeks in order to release the event. Give your player's time to grow before releasing an event. That excludes almost all of them. And just really quick, just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and I've been saving up XP chests as well as some honey jam, just so I can go ahead and use them for y'all and try and boost my main character here as high as I can. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. There's level 90. And 96. Just wanted to get as close to 100 as I could. I know I'm not going to quite make it there, but that's fine. 97. Not quite 98, so what we got here, ooh, I might be able to get to 99. And there we go. Level 99, I'm almost there. Almost there. If you like the music that I have going in the background, I'm going to go ahead and post a link below. So if you like it, go ahead and check that out. I just like having it as background music. It's pretty cool. Really? Fucking thing? Really? Seriously, come on. Oh my god. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this edition of the update review. I'm really hopeful that in the future, when Nexon makes large changes, that they will go ahead and give us a chance to catch up. And when releasing new higher-powered areas and content, that they don't immediately center an event around it and exclude everybody from it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a like, share, subscribe if you wish. If not, that's cool. Just whatever makes you happy. And also, I did want to mention that I do have a new side project going, just for humor. A friend of mine and I have been playing PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and we've made a series of just going through the game and just being totally lost. USUK Gaming, and it's our Noobotomy series. Not a lobotomy, a noobotomy, where you hope that the noob gets removed from the body. It's just me being a complete idiot. So, if you want to see me being a complete idiot, go ahead and check out the description below and click on the USUK Gaming channel link and go ahead and check out some of our antics. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. Try to stay positive and leave me a comment below and tell me what you personally think of this new update and the way the game is going now. And happy hunting!